What? Resident Evil 4 is $4. If you get it from Games Planet, holy shit, you guys should go buy it. It's for Steam. I got Wario64 on notification right now because I'm waiting for him to announce when the Legend of Zelda Steelbooks are going up. Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa V3. And it's finally time to find out what the truth only Maki knows is.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Damn it, Monokuma, you ruined the tension.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Are you happy now? I love how there's just two platforms. Oh, of course that was the intermission. Alright, well damn. I didn't realize that was going to be the intermission. I thought it was actually, got Alfredo sauce all over you? Alfredo. Are you happy now? I thought that was actually a point when she was going to start telling things. Oh well. I guess it's not really that much of a difference between the intermission and when I took my break.
Well now.
And then the Monokuma and Cubs theater segment began. But with all the Monokubs destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. What did you miss? Absolutely nothing. Assuming that you took your break when Maki was about to tell the truth. She hasn't started yet. And so, the curtain quickly fell. Damn it, ladies. Stop
The
that.
flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
Damn it, Mew, stop that. We're in a serious tension moment. Very important story.
You are naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow,
Bitch, why did you break into my lab without permission?
and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected.
Oh god damn it. Mew's been a corrupting influence on me. I just thought about Kokichi and Kaido alone in the hangar.
Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow.
Also, like, which exactly hand was Kaido holding the crossbow in? A superpowered slap. I don't know. It depends on if they're into it or not.
That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right?
Alright, she's settled down. She's happy now.
He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard.
Yeah, Kokichi, for being a mastermind, was really kind of obvious about it. You're a true ladies man. Unfortunately, there's only one pussy I get to stroke on a regular basis right now, and she's just out of arm reach.
Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being
You
thwarted.
don't like Cyber Grandma? I wondered. I thought it might be the I thought it might be an event because you logged in. Also saw Chris was playing for some reason. Also, hello Eric.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
That's his fetish.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then... What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
You know, it feels like that would have been an oversight. You probably should have carried the antidote as a precaution. Like, what if Kokichi had turned the arrows against you? Wouldn't it have been safer to carry the antidote with you? Just saying.
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that...
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry. But I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aww, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse, huh? Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run! And live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
That's what it looked like. A fucking psychopath went after it. Because the fucking psychopath did go after it.
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial.
And the rest of us. Don't forget the rest of us.
In exchange for all of your lives.
Okay, good. At least you didn't forget that.
So that's what happened.
I feel like we probably should have consented to this.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you! Make fun of him!
The knife is out. Also, I really want that knife. See, I mean, even Mew knows consent is important.
You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer!
Okay, I'm studying this knife. And I'm trying to decide, I guess it's how it's animated. Maybe it's supposed to make it look like she's shaking. But there's something that looks like a crack right at the tip. And I feel like if you stabbed anybody with that, it'd break immediately. But I still want this knife because it looks badass.
You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosol.
It doesn't look exactly like a Bowie knife. It's not serrated like one at the base. Yeah, I think it is that's moving. It's just really poorly drawn.
Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth.
You could tell because during that whole thing, I was in my thinking sprite.
This case isn't over.
Huh?
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
The part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up. Probably Kokichi drinking the antidote? Okay, not it. Alright, what about Kaido protecting Kokichi? No?
Damn it!
I'm bad at this part apparently. Oh, let's just go for broke. Maki becoming the blackened? No.
Damn it!
Okay, yeah, it's the control panel. Oh well, eliminated everything. Process of elimination. Right,
Maki
she
said
couldn't
used
get
a
close
knife
to
to try
because
to
of the
break control
alarm.
panel and enter the hangar.
If I'd taken like 2 seconds to think about it, if she would have gotten that close first try. Hey, that's the first time I failed that hard. The alarm should have gone off. That's what doesn't add up.
But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy.
It notices knife-wielding maniacs.
If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Oh, now she's all curled up. She's a happy kitty.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
That's right. There must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding that reason will help us find the hidden truth. Alright, what do we got? The electronic lock, the crossbow, the electric bomb, the
I
front
did
shutter.
attempt to enter the hangar,
Next
and I
is all
tried to
protecting
destroy the control
Monokuma.
panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Alright, I think I see what we have here.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with it?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Yeah, the electric bomb, but where to use it?
I did attempt to enter the hangar,
Which statement are we going
and
to
I
use that
tried to
on?
destroy the control panel with my knife.
I think we're going to use
At
on
the
the
time,
alarm
the
one.
alarm system didn't go off.
Maybe not
But
this
if you had
one.
approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated.
There we go. This one here.
That's wrong!
That's more of a definite statement.
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
I think I know. Wonder if you guys know. But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then...
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
The main objective of Kokichi using an electro bomb was to disable the press's safety function.
That's it! It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
Remember, Maki, you mentioned this like in the very first part of the thing.
That's true, but why would he do that?
Oh, I was so wrong. What were you thinking?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that.
To crush a living body.
But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
What aspect of this case runs contrary to the new evidence? Probably the credibility of the death video? No, okay. So Kaido's cause of death.
That's it!
Some of these answers could
Kaido's
be
cause of
very
death.
similar.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Good job. Maybe you didn't kill Maki or Kaido, Maki. Yes, the cause of death now could be the hydraulic press.
This is it! The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
Perfect! Excellent! I'm so glad we're here for this breakthrough. Suicide? No, because the controls for the hydraulic press were too far away from the hydraulic press for one person to kill themselves with it.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
Oh man, then his death was pretty horrible, wasn't it?
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too.
Yeah, let's just rely on Shuichi like we always do. Save our asses, Shuichi.
Right, Shuichi?
Exactly. Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Was Kaito's cause of death a poison arrow or the hydraulic press? Is it possible to tell? Unfortunately, I don't think it's possible.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
Is anybody else kind of wondering why there's a tube going from the Exosol's head to its arm?
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim.
Penetration action. More like, the only thing that's penetrating is like his brain's gonna flow out.
But rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Alright, so what was your talent again? Ultimate luck? No? Oh shit.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
This is like the second time you've gotten to do this. I'm surprised Monokuma doesn't fly over there and kick your ass. I vote for Kaede. Sure, Kokichi. Oh, fuck.
Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Alright, there, Monokuma's had enough.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
An unsolvable murder where even Monokuma doesn't know who did it. What could be the purpose behind that?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? If Monokuma doesn't know, then what does that tell us about this case? What? This case?
Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I mean, there have always been cameras. They're just smaller cameras this time.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow.
We've seen the monitors.
Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, What's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Unless Kokichi's not the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the Exisals... Yes, the Exisals weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
They were watching him.
That's it! They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh! At the time, the Exisals were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisal, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, cross-trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exisals to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point! Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
It's not an unsolvable murder, it's an unsolvable class trial.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us.
It's a lie!
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
All Kokichi. Oh yeah.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma?
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us! Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know.
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Ah.
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, The truth should be impartial to everyone.
And what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, 'cause he's not the mastermind.
So you admit there is a mastermind.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Kokichi is a troll.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
You want to know? Then I'll tell ya. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lies, so everything I say now will be the truth, okay?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisol?
Kokichi's a smart little gremlin.
If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Damn it, Mew! You screwed it up for everybody. How dare you? The data's off, for sure now. Mew's remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
Hey Mew, look at all this cool shit you invented that would have been really useful way back in like the prologue, and we could have gotten our ass out of here without having to deal with any of this shit. If only you had, thought of it yourself. Golden brain.
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the Exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it.
All right.
I offered up that info purely out of spite.
Does that mean I could turn Mew into a cast? No. Not yet. Maybe later.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever.
It's all
It's
about
way
the
more
game
interesting to
and how you
defeat
play
an enemy
it.
who plays dirty anyway.
It's all about control and who can take it.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating!
Truly the most horrible punishment she could ever have.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Smaller than
Why are you
Himiko's?
so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
I don't know, because you said there was the mastermind and he wasn't it. What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know!
The real mastermind is not Kokichi? Who could it be? I was thinking that it would be Junko Inoshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done it? Who's planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get
Zoidberg!
things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, and we're gonna get to talking about that next time, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the song, Let me know, give me a like, send me comments, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Which will continue in just a second, because I'm not cruel enough to, you know, make you wait another week for the end of the trial. Yet.